how you doing? How you doing? What's up? What's up? Hey, how you doing? What's going on? What's going on? Let's get to it. I'm glad I have at least one person in here, and I'm glad that you wiped your foot off of the doormat when stepping into the building. I appreciate it, brother or sister, whoever you are. I'm still gonna deliver the show as if you one person. But I'm gonna do it as if you 1 million. Just wait a second, right quick. I have my helper coming, and she's gonna back me with whatever I'm saying. If she have anything she want to say or something. So yeah, right now it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. It feels so good today. I'm back. I am back in the building. I was out of commission for a few hours because I had a hard on for a very long time. And I thought I was gonna have to go to the doctor. It finally went down. So yeah, if you can hear me, put a thumbs up. Let's get straight to it. Let's get into this content. Let's start getting this lines den popping. Let's see what's going on. Oh yeah, so you see the plants behind me. These are like natural healing ingredients. A lot of these plants is put in like different teas and different soups, and they actually heal you. Um, it was surrounded by them, and what happens is they grow them themselves, and then they grow naturally. They grow naturally around this place as well. But the young lady, she can basically identify each edible plant. She can identify each plant that has any type of healing components or healing compounds that can heal you. She's very intelligent, very smart, man. And most Dominicans and Haitians are this way, but especially the Haitians. I think that's one of the reasons the Haitian president was killed because he said something about Haitians live by the plants or something. He said of that nature. So yeah, yeah, I know. I'm just trying to pull you a little closer. You're not on camera. You're not on camera. I'm closer just in case. You can do your thing. But yeah, so let's get right into it now. Things I did not know. See, a lot of you guys, you got to be careful when you're traveling out here, man, and you're visiting, and you want to call yourself living out here, and you have your girlfriend. It's little things like this. Now, in America, what makes you married in America, because we don't have a common law marriage no more in America. They did away with that years ago. But here, common law stands. So we all heard the saying, we all heard the rule that if the woman is living with you for, a year or so like that, the woman is living with you a year or so like that, then, what's yours is hers and what's hers is yours. We understand that. And it's still stipulations and still details that goes along with that, because she has to be able to prove that she's living with you, and it's a lot that goes into that. And also, if you're living with her, it's the same thing applies. What's hers, you got to share. What's yours, you got to share. It's a reason why that is in place, guys. Because you have to understand that this country isn't like America. Women still depend on men. The women depend on men to be the breadwinner. Women depend on men to be the masculine figure in the household and in the family. And the men depend on the women to be the feminine figure and to take care of the home. And she can work and do those things as well. But at the end of the day, the man is still the ultimate responsible person. He's held accountable. And in America, men are no longer held accountable. You know, it's like whatever. She's a man and he's a man. So who has to be held accountable? Nobody. So you just held accountable for yourself. But here it's like that. So it's like this. If she's living with you, if the woman is living with you and you're living with her, and you had a business before y'all got together, like, and it's proven. Like you had your business up and running, up in, you know, you Amazon. You got your business up and running and stable already. Now, at this point, she lives with you for a year. This doesn't mean she owns your fucking business with you. No, that don't mean that. What this means is, however she was living that year with you, you must sustain that lifestyle for her even when y'all break up, as if you are a married couple. And anything that you accumulated while you was with her, that's half of hers. And anything that she accumulated, that's half of her. That's half of yours. So if she came up on some shit, it's her, that's yours too. The car, yours. If she buy a car, that both of y'all car. You buy a car, that's both of y'all car. But if you already had a car before she got there, that's not both of y'all car. Now, if you moved her from her local community and she moved into your house, your villa, your condo, high rise, or something like that, and she's been living with you a year or so or 2 years, then y'all break up or whatever the case may be. Yes, you have to keep her living up to that standard, to those standards. You got to keep her fed every day. It's your responsibility. That's called alimony. And common law marriage, here it stands because and then same thing. If she is vice versa, if she was putting, like say a female from America or whatever, come to this country and put a man in a place. Okay, yeah, she has to keep his life, on that level. Now, I just want to go more into details about that because we hear a lot about, oh man, she stayed with you stay with her for a year, and there's ways around, there's loopholes around that. And I'm not saying I don't agree with it. I agree with any man that houses a woman needs to be responsible for that woman, even if they break up. Now, I think that if they break up according to her wrongdoings or her cheating or her stepping out or her doing stupid shit, then he shouldn't have to pay a damn thing. That's how I feel. You know what I mean? But if they just break up because he cheated or they break up because they just found out they just couldn't be together, then I think that it's right for the man to, whoever the breadwinner partner was to, help the partner out because it's not like, you know, you want to see a person just go rock bottom flat because to change your lifestyle completely from luxury to poor could really, um, you eating healthy and now you're eating unhealthy all of a sudden. That could really cause some damages in a person's life. So, so I'm saying that I'm just touching up on the things that we've heard about that. Because I sat down and talked to my attorney and I talked to my insurance brokers and I talked to my team of legal people who actually sit down and teach me and talk to me about this. So I'm basically just regurgitating what they have told me without going too long and drawn into a detailed conversation about this. Unless somebody have a question. But just to clear it up, if she's living with you for a year, y'all living together for a year, yeah, y'all are considered married. All right, y'all are considered married. That's number one. And now, unless it is noted, visibly noted, that y'all are not in a romantic relationship. She could be a roommate for a year. That don't mean you're married to her. She could be living with you for a year, sleeping in another room. That don't mean you're married. Um, Going through the text messages and if y'all talking like, now listen guys, now just going into the next subject. If you're reading the text messages, I have a native born Dominican sitting here next to me, Haitian Dominican. She's listening and I think she's gonna correct me if I'm wrong and either add on to whatever I'm right about. So now this could be tricky as well. Now, if you have a girlfriend here, all right, and y'all talking like mi amor, te amo, I love you. You're my baby. We're gonna build the future together. You're my wife. You know, you're my husband. Mi esposa, mi esposo. You know that this shit really means something. This ain't nothing to play with. This ain't nothing to play with. This is not America where you can tell a person you love them and that shit just fly out the window tomorrow. This is not America where you can tell a person, oh, this is my wife, and it just don't matter. This is the Republic of Dominicana. You say that's your wife, that's your fucking wife. That's right, right, right. She, if you say that's your husband, that's your fucking husband. So that's why you see people say they married. Like it confused me. I might meet a girl and I talk to a girl, hey, how you doing? You know, como estas? You know, it's tu cansado. You know, she say yes, and I be like, well, where's your ring? You know what I mean? She be like, I don't have a ring. So I be like, you're not married. Are you legally married in the church and the courts? And she say, no, no casado en iglesia governmente. So I said, well, then you're not married. And she be like, yes, I am married. Like, and I'm like, no, you're not. Because in my American mind, I'm thinking like, in America, if you're not married, wearing your ring, and there's no paperwork behind you, you're not fucking married. All right, here it's married. Like, it's property being exchanged, money being paid. Um, if you live together, like she said, if you live together, and under those circumstances of husband and wife, we fucking type shit. You see what I'm saying? Your ass is married. And these things, these tables can turn, because in some cases, it don't take a year. You see, it don't take a year for she to own your business and you own her business, and because that's how it go, right? You live together, the woman owns what the man owns, right? To a certain extent, and she has to. You have to be able to take care of her even when y'all break up. So it's like, but the part I'm trying to get to right now is you have to be careful with this right here. Even if it just she ain't even living with you. Y'all in separate houses. She live with her mama. You stay with your wherever you stay, and y'all having these conversations like husband and wives. That's the first foundation of marriage right there. Y'all talking like your baby. Well, I'm gonna pay this. I'm gonna pay that. Yes, you're my wife, and she's talking to you like me and sposo, my husband. Because in her mind, once you start taking on responsibility like that, in the Dominican woman's mind in this country, in the Haitian woman's mind in this country, you are her fucking husband. That's how she's gonna start looking at you. That's how she's gonna see you, and that's what she's gonna label you as when she bring you to meet the family. She's saying boyfriend, mi novio, but she said this is mi novio, but it's my boyfriend. But the family I already know, no, that's your husband. We raised you to get married. This is your husband. That's your boyfriend now. But tell him to come on over here and eat. Tell him, yeah, he can come do this and do that. And you feed him, and the women in the family gonna make sure she's doing what she needs to do to make you that. All right, so it's those little things right there that constitutes marriage in the Dominican Republic. Because the government, I forgot what it's called, the fiscal, it's the person, the consulate, not the consulate. It's the person right after the consulate, right before the consulate. You see, when this person goes into the files and your deleted text messages ain't gonna matter. They gonna pull all that shit up in there. They gonna subpoena that shit. They look into all these text messages and everything like that. They gonna see like, oh, bro, y'all fucking married. Well, dog, man, we just been fucking for about 6 months, and yeah, I take her out to eat, bought some clothes and shit, man. Man, listen, she coming to your house cooking for you, right? She's cooking for you, right? She's cleaning your clothes, right? Like, we ain't play ropa. Yes. Okay, listen. Okay, let me say this right here. So she said if they are married. Okay. So I'm moving too fast. Let me say this right here. All right. If a woman is cooking your food, cleaning your clothes, and y'all don't have no romantic conversation in text messages. Y'all not talking like, hey baby, yeah, I love you. Baby, yeah, baby, this and that. What you cooking tonight, baby? You know what I'm saying? If y'all ain't doing none of that shit, there you alright. You know what I mean? Because it's like she could be just working as an employee, um, paid to wash clothes. But if you having sex with her, y'all going out on dates, you giving her money, she's giving you sex, she's washing your clothes, she's cooking your food, you're with the family, y'all are husband and wife.
If they are not married and this happens, is because they have plans to get married.
Okay. What she said was, if y'all are legally married through the courts and through the church, and y'all are doing all these things together, y'all are washing clothes, having sex, taking each other out to eat, buying things, spending time together, cooking food. and y'all aren't legally married yet through the courts and through the well, it's still legally married even if you ain't through the courts, common law. But if you're not married through the courts and the church, this means the way the government and the consulate and all these people gonna see it as you are about to do this. You are about to do that because in their culture, that's what this means in the culture. So just because we're Americans and we think like, well, she cooked my food, she washed my clothes, she take care of me when I'm sick, she come, her family comes, we love each other, I buy her things, we have sex. What's the problem now? That don't mean I'm planning to marry you. That don't mean we're gonna get married because of this. That don't mean I want to marry you. I don't want to marry you just because we cleaning clothes and having sex and cooking food. In American minds, that's what that means. That don't mean nothing. That means we're having fun. We're enjoying each other. I respect you. You respect me. I love you. You love me. I trust you. You trust me. We just enjoying life until further notice. This don't mean I ain't put no ring on you. This don't mean nothing.
Depends if the girl is younger, that means you want to marry her.
Yes. Now I'm speaking in the sense of Americans in America, and then I'm gonna speak in the sense of here, right? So, uh, so speaking to the men who's not from here. All right. So in our country, that don't necessarily mean well. Y'all want to say hello? Say hello.
Hello.
Okay. So we sit here. She's sitting down right here. She's critiquing me on everything right now. So okay. So outside of America, that don't mean nothing. Basically, in the Dominican Republic, that means you are preparing for a marriage. In the girl mind, she's washing your clothes, y'all having sex, y'all doing all these things, y'all texting, asking each other where you at. Y'all doing everything husband and wives do, right? Basically. Here, whether you're married in the church or the courtroom, you are legally married by common law, by law, by common law. Like, we'll get there in a minute. She probably don't understand what I'm saying in English. But by common law marriage, but you are preparing for a legal marriage in the church. Okay, let me ask you a question. Through Kunyan and through her mother, married in Malaysia, the church, they got niños,
They live together,
they are married.
but in Dominican Republic, if you live together, you're married.
So she understand what I'm saying. So
If
I
you
asked her,
want to get married in the church, is another thing.
right. So yeah, she understand what I'm saying about that. That's called common law. So I asked her was her brother-in-law, cause I see her saying brother-in-law to her brother-in-law, and I see her saying and her sister husband basically, and they have babies together and they live together. So I said, are they married in the church or in the court? She said no, but they are married because they live together, they got kids and all that right there. They legally married. So I said, okay, yeah. So in America, you have kids with a woman. That's why when girls ask me, do you have any children? I say, yeah, I got two. I say, yeah, I got two, or whatever I say. I say, yeah. They say, so are you divorced? I say, I never was married. They say, you was never married? I said, no, I never was married. Because in America, that don't mean you're married. You know, uh, but if this was the Dominican Republic, then I've been married a few times. I guess, I don't know. you know, but, but, um, but, but, what I was saying was, yeah, so if you're doing everything that husband and wives do, then yes, you are considered married. So be careful with that, guys. If you come here, you want to live here, you get a nice, beautiful young lady, and you're like, okay, we spending time together, baby, wash my clothes, do this and do that, you know what I'm saying? And we kicking shit, we doing a lot, we going on dates and all that. Be careful because this is the foundation of marriage, man. You are setting up marriage right now.
But if the girl and she do everything for you, you have to marry her because she was never married before and she's doing things like why you have to marry her.
Okay. So what she's saying is you call this girl a senorita, correct?
Mm-hmm.
A senorita.
Senorita.
Senorita. A senorita is a female that's never been married and don't have children, right? Senorita. And sometimes a virgin. So it could be a virgin, never married, and never have children. But even if she's not a virgin, she's a senorita. If she's virgin, she's senorita. Okay. If she's not a virgin but no kids and no husband, never been married, she's still senorita, correct? Correct. So she would be a senorita. So when you hear guys say, yeah, senorita, meaning she's pure, basically. So if she's that way and she's never been married, she don't have children, and she's younger, especially if she's younger, then if she's doing these things for you, cooking for you, um, cleaning for you, having sex with you, being loyal to you, listening to you, understanding you, you have to marry her. That's how.
Because of honor.
Because of honor.
Yes.
Because of honor. She said, because of honor.
The honor of the girl.
The honor of the girl. The girl is a good girl. The girl is a good girl. She's she's doing everything she's supposed to be doing for her honor. Because if you don't marry her, then it's gonna break her. It's gonna break her. That's gonna hurt her. That's gonna make her look bad in front of the family. The family's gonna be like, yo, you was doing these things for this man and blah 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 blah. Correct? And just bring shame upon her. And then her neighborhood knows you. Everybody knows you, and everybody in the community knows you. People everywhere in the grocery store knows you with her. You're in her. You're in her city, her hometown. And you don't marry her. Then at that point, you shaming her honor. So this is why these are the recipe. This is the recipe for marriage, and this is why you have to be clear. You have to be clear, clear, clear in writing. I always say put everything in writing. You have to be clear in text messages. You have to be clear in everything. Like, and that gives her the opportunity to make a decision, because in her mind and in her culture, this is the recipe for marriage. If she's doing all these things, she's already prepared in her mind that this is her husband, correct? She's doing all this, she's already got in her mind like this is my man, this is my husband, and this is what's going on. So you have to, if you're not serious, you have to say, hold on, stop.
You have to be clear since the first time.
Say it again.
You have to be if you don't want to marry her, you have to be clear since the first time.
She said you have to be clear from day one. In her words, she said you have to be clear since the first time. So you have to be clear since day one, from the very beginning. Like, look, I'm not interested in marriage. I do like you. I think you're beautiful. Let's have fun and enjoy the moment and have happy times together. But I'm not interested in marriage right now. Blah 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 blah. Who knows? And just leave it at that. So you give her the opportunity to say, okay, well, I'm not washing your clothes. I'm not cooking your food. I'm not doing all of these things unless you're gonna pay me like I'm an employee or something, Or she can say, okay, well, I still help you. You help me. I wash your clothes. You help me sometimes. You buy the food. I cook. You never know how that may go, but always be upfront, because if you don't make that clear, and then you're gonna have a real person hating you and hating you around here, and probably a whole family hating you, and you ain't gonna understand why. Like, why they hate me? Why the family hate me? Why the family don't like me? Because you did their daughter wrong, although you may not know. So it's kind of innocent in a way, but you didn't know. But that's what the problem is. You understand what I'm saying? So you guys have to be real careful when it comes to stuff like that, man. And and me personally, I know I always I always be up front. I always let it be known. Me personally, we're gonna talk about me. I always be up front. Um, and then if I'm very serious with a woman, if I'm very serious with a girl, especially if she's a senorita, she's just now she's been married a few times, been married before, got kids and all that. She's no longer a senorita, and and that common law kind of budges a little bit with her. She's up in her 30s. She's older. Although it's still there, but it just now, you ain't gonna just get beat up across the head if you make a mistake than dealing with a pure. And y'all, and me personally, I like pure women. I like my woman, no children, you know, fresh for me. So I have to be clear. Me personally, I have to be straight up like this. And you know, I always give it 6 months. Within 6 months, within 6 months, if everything is good within the 6 months, I'll put a ring on your finger, no problem. We move forward, and that's legally. You know, what's so funny?
Nothing.
Look, she laughing. What's so funny? Put me on blast. What's so funny?
Nothing.
Huh?
I'm doing my nails.
She said her like 6 months, huh? I can pretend for 6 months. I can get you. I can fake it for 6 months.
Really?
No, I'm just playing.
What are you
I'm just
talking?
joking. I'm just joking. No, I'm just joking. No, you know. But yeah, so yeah, man. You know, so that's usually how I do, man. I put stuff in writing, contract. You know, I put stuff in where it can be easily understood, and we know what's going on, so there don't be no problem, just in case. You know, since some shit happens, and I let it be known that I need two wives, not one.
What did you say?
I said I let it be known I need two wives, not one.
Don't believe nothing. But not me.
Huh?
With me.
That was your what?
No, with me. Two
Ah,
wives.
so guess what? By law, she just broke off the engagement, so we good, fellas. You understand what I'm saying? We good, baby.
Go ahead.
We good, baby. Goddamn, that's game right there on top of game right there. We good. She just broke off everything at that point. You know, I just hey, that's just my hey, I'm being real, man. Honest. You know what I mean? So that's appreciate it, Miss Lady. When you finish, make sure you put some gravy
No.
on that rice for me. No, but yeah, man. So yeah, man. All jokes aside, man. Um, but yeah, so if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask your questions now. It's not a problem. I like to give a big shout out and thank you. Well, they told me not to mention their names, but I like to give a shout out. Well, one of them said I can mention his name, Mr. Relentless. These are guys who donate, man, donate to not just the channel, but they wanted to donate to the feeding the Haitian kids. They want to donate to different little causes that, different little programs that have going on around here behind the scenes. Because y'all don't know, a lot of stuff goes on behind the scene around here that I don't just talk about. But I appreciate those guys for donating and sending their cash out to support the channel and to support the movement as well. And if you want to donate, you can donate. Don't be ashamed to donate. And I can shout you out, or you don't have to be shout out. That could be discreet or none. See, one thing about these filters, they just make me look like I got lipstick on, man. You know what I mean? They make me look like, why you put the filter on me? It make me look like I got lipstick on. But there go Mr. Relentless right there. Yeah, man. Yeah. Much appreciated you, bro. Yeah, man. Yeah. So that's Mr. Relentless. Yeah, so he donated, and a few more other brothers also have been donating. And I have to get their videos and everything out for them so they can see what's going on out here. There's a lot of, like I say, man. You can ask Big J Escape to the Dominican Republic. He'll tell you, man, a lot goes on behind the Lions Den and the King Locker show, man. Behind the scene, a lot. It be a lot. And dad calling, man. But anyway, he should be watching this live. But anyway, but yeah, so a lot goes on behind the scene, man. That you guys will normally run around chicken. But I do appreciate y'all brothers, man. Y'all big brothers at that for donating to the cause, man, and um and support the movement, man, because that shit really put not only me steps ahead of the game, but it also, goddamn, it makes some little youngins, it make these little folk happy. It ain't all just about the children. If I see that baby mamas out there that be like, yo, my baby needs some diapers, you just don't understand the kind of pressure that I deal with for putting myself out there. That's why a lot of times I try to step back. And if I bring people in like Big J from Big J Sketches and maybe over here, tell you, man, I told them to take the lead. And I stepped back because with me living here and being in these communities a lot, I really don't want to be seen giving stuff away like I'm Santa Claus or something because that shit is a stigma. And everywhere I go, people expect that, like, yo, you gave that family over there this, you need to give my family this, and I don't have it like that. You know what I mean? I'm like shit. And they be pulling up like, yo, what's up? Like so it's like a few women that had newborn babies that needed diapers. So we had to support that cause. you know what I mean, get diapers, and I still want to do that DR Cat Pat thing. I still want to do that, man. That ain't went nowhere. It's just that with the business and everything else going on, man, my mind and everything is in so many different places. I ain't want to be all over the place. So yeah, yeah, back on, back on. Yeah, I got the money. I got the money for it. You just need to get it to me. It's like, no, it's like, I learned other places. No sé.
¿Qué tú vas a cenar?
Cocina.
¿Qué vas a comer? ¿Qué vas a comer?
No sé, ella decidió. Ella es mi nutrición. Pollo, siempre pollo. Afroamericano, siempre pollo.
¿Tú quieres pollo?
Pollo, pollo, pollo,
Pollo,
siempre.
pollo, 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 pollo.
Todos los días, siempre. Todos los días.
Ya, ¿a quién le gusta tanto el pollo?
Pollo, carne, carne, carne.
Si
Is it
tuviera cuatro, si tuviera
vaca.
cuatro, si tuviera cuatro, hacemos una parrillada.
BQ, barbecue, sí. Un barbecue.
Yo tengo uno.
Sí.
No, yo tengo uno.
That's how it is, but they always ask the man what he want to eat. Based on what the man say, that's what the family eat. I'm so Americanized. I be like, well, the woman's decision what we eat. But here it's like, no, the man say what we eat tonight, and that's what we eat. But in America, it's like, well, if the woman gonna cook, even in the traditional days, the woman will decide what we gonna eat because she's our nutritionist. So I have to get used to making big decisions like, this is what we eat tonight. I don't know what all everybody can cook and stuff. What? Comida. That's three hands. I just need me cafe and agua.
¿Ya bebió café? ¿Ya no hay agua?
You get agua. Cuidado, just aquí en la moto, you need agua.
You said he was tired.
Good job. See, it's
No,
a season.
muy lejos.
Good job. The agua on the back. Jump
No,
back.
no. Dime. Pero yo no sé qué es lo que
But
quiere.
yeah,
Él
so
dice
you guys,
pollo con
so you guys, arroz and beans, frieros, habichuelas,
no,
frijoles.
un mono. Guisado. No puede coger habichuelas de lata y
Yeah, so that's all constitute marriage, man. So I hope y'all got an earful of that video, man. So you get your young senorita. She's beautiful. You locking her in, man. Just do the right thing, man. Cause I hate them folks that come behind you because you're trying to slide out of a divorce you didn't know you was married in. You was married into. But yeah, man, like I was saying, man, yeah, any of you guys want to donate, it's number one KING. Um, no, it's not. It's Instagram. It's dollar sign KING 7414. Dollar sign KING 7414 if you want to donate to the channel. You know what I'm saying? $1, $2, 50 cents, 3 cents. Don't fucking matter. You know what I mean? But anyway, it is a beautiful day in the Dominican Republic right now. The sun is setting, the sun is going down. I'll give you guys a little. Hey, Mr. Relentless, you need to come on back, man. Look at this. Hey, this looks like prison fucking balls and shit. Beautiful out there, man. Beautiful. This is paradise. So I'm sitting by edible plants. So she know all the edible plants, correct? More or less, yes. She know to pick everything. Like a little sexy cat. Bonita gata. Bonita gata. Gata. Cat. Wolf, my bad. A sexy wolf. She associated herself with wolves. But yeah, guys, man. But yeah, if you got any questions right now, what I'm gonna do Let's get off this live right quick, like and check on Pops. You know, I had a long, hard day today, so hard and long, I was in pain.
Don't want to say nothing.
Uh, I thought I was gonna have to go to the hospital, fellas. My dick was so fucking hard. I woke up with a hard dick at 5 o'clock this morning. That bitch just went down. Now, and I promise you, no lie, no cap, no flex. If you're on my Instagram, if you're on my WhatsApp, if you're on my Facebook, you see the post. I was crying like a big ass baby. I'm telling my man, my dick was so hard, man. I thought I was gonna have to go to the doctor. I was literally about to go to the doctor, but I went and got some ibuprofen, muscle relaxing. That shit dropped my shit all the way down. But I was hurt, guys. I was hurt. I was butt naked all day, wrapped in a towel. Every listen, every thought, every touch, every sensation of making that shit throb me worse, man. I tell everybody get the fuck off around me, man. Everybody, get off around me. Go somewhere. I want to be by myself because she might walk in the room with some little shorts on and say, "Are you hungry?" I'm like, "Get the fuck out of here, please." Damn. So yeah, guys, it was rough for me, man.
And you were crying.
Yeah, I was fucking crying on this shit. I ain't gonna lie. I was crying. I was crying. So yeah, man. So yeah.
No, but now because of your dick,
Say what?
you're not crying because of your pain. It's because of the cold water.
She said I wasn't crying because of my dick. I was crying because of cold water. Although she said penis. Um, it's just so beautiful how those birds just flying through there. You see that? Those white birds just. Yo, man. If you the things my eyes see, I might go live and talk about that next, guys. Man, what's the next topic y'all want to hear next? Y'all name the topic. Y'all four that's on here right now, five. Y'all name the topic, and we're gonna go live in a few minutes and get on that topic. What y'all want to talk about next? You call it. Just one person, just one person. Whatever you say, man. That's what we're gonna talk about next, man. I'm gonna hang up this live. The next time I go live, that's what we're gonna talk about. Tell me what it is. What do you want to talk about next? What you want to do next? What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? Y'all want to talk about? Best place in Dior to find good women. Okay. You say what? You know? So you know the best place to find good women in Dior? You don't know? All right. The next live is gonna be about. I want to get all this control and shit. Be trying to watch the kids and shit. The next live is about the best place in the Dominican Republic to find good women. And yeah, man, Mr. Relentless, he bringing me back to the old me. Yeah, that hard, cold ism. And that's what we're gonna talk about next, guys. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. I'm gonna be off this motherfucking long enough to chop it up with my dad, and I'm gonna come right back. All right, so make sure you like, share, subscribe, man, and tune in to the next live. We're gonna talk about the best place to find the most beautiful women and the good women in the Dominican Republic, good women specifically. All right, and then once we get it all narrowed down here, I may even goddamn, y'all boys don't need to know. I may even goddamn take the motherfucking Lions Den to the city where the good women and we actually go walk through and interview these motherfuckers. Let's go.